All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It's Thursday, 8 p.m. It's that time. I'm Cole House, my brother Samuel, and the man of the hour, Mr. Manny from the Dirty Bay English Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. All day, every day.
The song said it all. Houston, we have a problem. Y'all got a problem.
No. We don't have a problem. We have the Dirty Bay English Bulldogs, baby. That's what we have.
Yeah. So how you doing today, Manny?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be with you guys right here on this live. Networking. We're doing lovely.
Yeah. It sounds like you're a little bit far away. Are you? Or is your
Let
mic
me see.
turned
Let me
down
see.
or
Let me
something?
take this out. Hold on. Let me see this right here. How's that?
It's the same. Maybe it might be my headphones.
Might be on your end, my friend.
It might be on my end, yeah. My son got a hold of my headphones. I can't find him. He's gone. So that's how that goes.
What about now? Can you
Yeah.
hear me better?
I mean, I can hear you. I can hear you. We're good. Yeah.
What about you, Sammy? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Quas. You're kind of low,
Am I?
little bit.
Okay. That could well be. Let me adjust a little bit. Okay. Turn my mic up a little bit.
The Bay Area, huh?
Yeah. The Dirty Bay, Houston.
Houston.
Yeah.
Right. Here, 1 second. We're right on the outskirts of Houston. We're actually right here in Baytown, Texas.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
goodness,
what's
I'm thinking Bay Area, like Northern California, man. What the heck?
up.
No,
You play too
sir.
much. You play too much now. Look, it's like
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do.
right on, right on.
So tell us about it, Manny. Tell us how you got started in the Bulldogs. Tell us what drew you to them. Let's have your origin story.
Honestly, I've been wanting to get an English Bulldog for quite a time, bit of time. We had other breeds, so never got into it. So we took that step. We had to acquire a female. No goals. Didn't even thought about breeding. Didn't even thought what it was gonna take to become a breeder, nothing like that. So we got that female. We're happy with it. And later on, I told my wife, I said, you know what? We should just go ahead and get her a companion. Didn't get no knowledge behind it. No nothing, right? We just planning, let's get a couple. So that's where we went. Had no idea that was the route you should take whenever you want to establish your kennel. You want to start with a female first, right? Because that female is going to go, first cycle is going to come about 9 months. Body might be ready, but is she mentally ready, right? Because she might
Right.
still be acting like a puppy, up and down, jumping, all this other stuff. So we acquired that puppy. We started getting some information on that male, female. So then, when she turned about a year and a half, we decided let's go ahead and breed them. So we hadn't even thought about starting, nothing to do with starting a kennel. Let's see what they're going to produce. I was never involved in no dog show, not going to the ring, nothing like that. I probably watched a dog show on TV no more than 2 minutes. That was it. So one day, what's an announcement on Facebook? They're going to be having a dog show a few hours away from the house. So I told my wife, I said, you know what? Let's go check it out. Let's go see what this hype all about. So we went out there. We took our mail. We started walking around. So we started getting a lot of compliments. Hey man, bro, you got a good English Bulldog. So they started receiving a lot of compliments on that mail. So I mean, it sounds like we got something, but we're gonna see. So all of a sudden they announce the MCA, we need all the English Bulldogs on deck. So I turned around and looked at my son. I said, man, what you think? should we hop in? And he was like, well, why not?
Already here.
They didn't even know what was all right. They didn't even know what we needed to do. So we got there, you know, we asked the guy. I said, hey, what do I need to do so I can put my dog in that ring? He said, hey man, have you registered? I said, nah, I had where at, or I pay my fees to get in. I said, no, man, you gotta go there, you gotta register. So he talked to the other guys, they already had some English Bulldogs in the ring. So you know what, I'll tell you what, man. Go ahead and put your dog inside. Once we get done, go pay your fees, please. I said, we'll do, not a problem.
Yeah.
So we got them, you know, all the way on the tail end. Remind you, I had no idea. I had my male with the full harness. So this individual on the sidelines, he was like, hey, bro, hey, hold on. Hey, go ahead and take that off.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and put this on. So he gave me a show lease. I had no idea how to put it on, right? So I put it on. I said, no, fam. Hey, you got to put it like this.
Yeah.
All right. So look, man, you know. So he started breaking down the other dogs for me. I said, man, look, the only one you got to worry about is going to be that one right there. But, man, you know, your dog looks good. You just take first place. I had never trained my dog. I had never trained myself. So we get in front of the judge. I'm nervous. The dog is nervous. You know, the dogs can perceive how you acting, right? So all I had thought of my dogs all these years was to the little trick everybody does. Hey, sit. So as soon as the judge comes in, first thing he does is sit. So I'm trying to get him up. And then like, man, I said, hey, the gentleman said, look, this is what I need you to do. I need you to go across the ring and walk back. I said, okay. I walked back, right? He said, all right, walk around. I said, all right, we'll do that. All right. So we got behind the line. Everybody had to win. So the judge came around and said, hey, you, and you stay. And one of those yous was my dog and I. I said, all right.
Okay.
So he said, hey, stop going and walk around one more time. Front stack. What's a front stack?
What's this? Yeah.
I'm looking at the other guys, what they do, right? I said, okay, that's a front stack, okay. Side stack to the right. I said, okay, thanks. So you know what? My dog, he's nervous. I'm freaking nervous, and I'm freaking out too. You know, and then all of a sudden, the judge comes in and said, look, I'm gonna give you third place. And the reason I'm giving you third place is because you do not know how to handle your dog.
Yeah.
If you would have done your homework, would have gotten that dog to stack right, you would have had taken first place.
Yeah.
So man, then I walked out of there, looked like this. I said, hell no. I walked there like this. I said, hell yeah, I got something. Got something. Our first day, and we're walking out of here with something. So we go out there, you know, all hyped up, talking to my wife. You know, what happened? You know, I see you got third place, blah, blah. I said, look, we getting somewhere. So the guy that had let me borrow the show lease comes around and said, hey, man, can I get that show lease? I said, yeah, you're good. I said, hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for looking out. He said, look, man, I'm going to tell you what. I train dogs. If you let me train your dog, I guarantee you that we'll make that dog a champ.
Yeah, if you got third place with him off the street, yeah.
So he was like, man, he said, I'll tell you what. This month, where we stay. I stay right here in Baytown. You? He said, man, I'm across the street from you guys somewhere here in Dayton. Here's my number. I said, bet. So the same week, I texted him, got some information about his program and everything. So he said, look, right now, I got 3 dogs in my house. I do not take more than that because I want to make sure the dogs that I house in, they get the right training. I said, bet, no problem. So, you know, I started getting a little more into the breed, start finding out what was a front stack, what was a side stack, the whole 9 yards, right? So I wanted to get all that information because I didn't want to look the way I look. You know, the good thing I walked out of there was some good stuff out of that, some knowledge, right?
Yeah, and some motivation.
So, yes, sir. So after that, they announced a meet and greet that we're going to be doing. And also, you know, you showed up there with a meet and greet that we're gonna give you a little discount to get a booth for this coming up show. I said, man, let me see what this meet and greet about. So we go out there, and sure enough, so meet and greet, man. All the people that were there, they knew each other, and they treat each other like family. We walked out of there, they turned around, they looked at us. They were probably like, who are they? And we looked like at them like, who are y'all?
Yeah.
They came and approached us. Good people, good family. Window, we had in the booth. They treated with respect. Once they announced the judge, I look at the judge. Told my wife, I said, come here. She was like, what's up? He said, I'm like, hey, you remember that guy on the sideline that was coaching me up? He said, yeah, the guy from Nate. I said, yeah. I'm like, look, he's gonna be the judge. So this guy knows about freaking dogs. So we got something. So I started looking more into it. The next production of puppies came out. I started looking more into depth or what I needed to look for. And I was like, you know what? We're going to keep this right here. And we're going to keep this right here. Because they have what I like.
Bro, that's the hardest part is picking puppies.
No, the hardest part is letting them go. That's the hardest part. You want to keep all of them.
Yeah.
Let them go. Yeah. So I said, okay. At that point, we had not even established a kennel name because we had no plans of starting a kennel. But the moment that we say, you know what, we're going to keep this right here, and this is what we're going to do. And in order to be a kennel, you got to have more than one dog. We all know that, right? You can't call yourself, I got a kennel, you got a one dog.
Right.
And you didn't even make that dog. You bought it, right? So I said, okay, so we're going to keep this right here, and we're going to see. So I don't know if y'all know the story behind the Dirty Bay.
Come on.
The water here in the bay is dirty as hell. Dirty.
I've been to Galveston one time.
No, bro. This worse than Galveston. So you go in there with the white t-shirt, you come out with a shirt full of spots, all the spots, because that's all we have around there. Is nothing but refineries, right?
Yeah.
That is the San Jacinto River. It starts turning to Buffalo Bayou, goes to the city of Houston. So you have, that's a freeway for all the ships that are coming from all around the world. They carry all types of stuff here and there. So that's why they call it the Dirty Bay, because that water is nasty.
Está sucio, huh?
Oh yeah, it's brown. So I said, you know what? That's what Baytown was known for. So we're gonna go ahead and call it the Dirty Bay. We want to specialize in some English Bulldogs. And that's what we went for. That's how we started the Dirty Bay English Bulldogs LLC. One day we got a register, we got a business phone number through there. So you know what? We're gonna go full blast. And when I said we're going full blast, we went full blast. We went up there and started getting a lot of information on the breed, the benefits, the downcomers from it. What do we need to do? And that's how we started, boss. That's how we started. We started reaching out to different people. We keep on reaching out to this individual. His name is Chris. He's a very humble guy. A lot of knowledge on a lot of those breeds. When you go out there and you present your dogs in front of Chris, he will give you some feedback on that dog, on whatever breed it is. We met Mr. Garen out there also. Miss Cherie out there. That's with the Menard Creeks out there. Bully Camp out there. We started meeting Mr. Ronnie. We started meeting a lot of people that started becoming mentors. So to me, you gotta have a mentor to whatever you do. You gotta have a mentor for your financial situation. You gotta have a mentor for that breed. Yeah. I can't go out there and ask somebody that is breeding Chihuahuas to give me a feedback on what should I be giving my English Bulldogs, because we're not gonna go hand in hand, right? I gotta meet with somebody that knows about that breed. I gotta get me a mentor that deals with social media. How should I react with social media comments? What do I need to do? What should I do? I need to get a mentor. So when I talk to people, so I can be a people's person, so I can get that right knowledge. You gotta have a mentor from everything. So I tell my family, look, If it don't have 4 legs, I'm not listening to it and I'm not reading into it. And they're like, huh? Oh, you watch this dog? I said, no. I watch everything that is gonna help us become a better business. Health, diet, treatment, the whole 9 yards.
Yep. Yeah, I like what you said about having a mentor. I always say, if you're the smartest person in the room, find a new room.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You always want to surround yourself with people that are better than you, so
Right.
that can make you better.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My man Chris Moore says another thing you said was a kennel's not just 1 or 2 dogs, right? The thing I heard him say, it wasn't said to me or nothing, but I heard him say it. That a breeding program is at least 5 dogs, right? 3 of them are closely related.
4. I heard. I got that message too. You know, I message Chris once in a while, and I tell Chris, "Hey, bro, you don't know this, but you my mentor." Because I watch your videos left and right. His with Gina, his with Angel.
Yeah.
And you get all that knowledge. You know, if you drive down the road, hey, listen to that message.
Yeah. Well, if he typed it for you, he might have typoed it, whatever. But the three that are close related, 1 that's loosely related. So the 3 could be like mother, daughter, whatever, like that, closely, and 1 that's loosely related, like a cousin, an aunt, whatever, uncle, and then 1 that's the same type, pheno, whatever, that's not related.
Right. So what I heard when he was doing up there with Andrew, right? This kind of the way I have it also. So mother and best daughter.
Okay.
Best uncle and best niece. And just like you said, you want a dog that is not related to them, but it has the looks that you're going for.
Has the same phenotype.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all forgive me for being heavy on this water.
Huh?
My office is not air conditioned, so I'm trying to keep it cool. You know?
And that's all right, bro. I got the hot tea right here.
Yeah. So, and it's cool with the world we live in now because someone can have that role for you, and you don't have to necessarily even have met them yet. It's cool when you do open up that line of communication, but the learning can start early. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing, a big part of what we do here. You know, I'm not the smartest guy in the room. Every week we reach out, we get somebody else in here that's going to share with us, that's going to, you know, put into the channel for the people watching, for us, you know. So that's important. Very, very. And then
what you're doing, right? You're sharing the knowledge, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times people are so busy with their lives, they don't have time for that. Because, you know, you got to go there, you got to take care of puppies, or you'll be watching the video. What are you going to do? Either you're going to be at work or you're going to be conducting an interview. But a lot of times, as other people have time to record this video like we're doing right now, as you're going to work tomorrow, you can listen to it and you can pick up that knowledge. A lot of times we all speak the same thing, but we realize different words, a different flow. So you might like the flow of somebody else and cast a different knowledge. That's all we're trying to do.
Yep. That's it. So what was the biggest thing you learned when you did your first deep dive into the Bulldogs that you were surprised about, the first game changer for you?
The first game changer, bro, is the stubborn as hell.
Yeah.
They're stubborn as hell. They are not the best breed to train. They're not.
No.
When they say, you know what, I'm done, they'll drop and then I'm moving. You pull on that leash, I'm done. I'm done. So, but you cannot let that dog out of work here. So you got to change it. So some guys might go out there with their dogs and train for 30 minutes. If I do that with my dogs, next time they gonna say I ain't coming out of the kennel. Hell no, I'm staying right here. Because I already know what you're gonna do to me. No.
Get the little bits where you can, and while they're into it,
5-10 minutes. Let's make it fun. 5-10 minutes. At the end, hey. Good. Come on. Get back in. Here's a little treat.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, the same thing. The day after, the same thing. Once I get them to where I need it to be at, then you know what? Every other day.
Yeah.
Let's get back on it, right? It has to be consistency.
Yeah. And end on a good one.
Oh, yeah.
End on a high note. Let them feel good about it. Yeah. And look, stubborn, yes. But I think what it really is they're super smart and they know what they want. They know what they want to be doing. So they're like, okay, if we do what you're talking about, how is that going to get me to my goal? And when they can't add that up, they're like, yeah, no, I'm going to sit this one out.
Yeah, like a lot of times we think, man, that person's lazy. They're dumb as hell. Hell, they're not dumb. They're real smart. They already know, hey, if I don't do this, I ain't got to do the rest of the stuff. Let them other ones do the work, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things for me, that I learned, they're stubborn, and they know they can control things. They are one of the oldest, purest bloodlines that we have out there.
Okay.
So, we know what they used to be for back in the 1300s. That stopped back in 1835. So all of that stay on that bloodline. They have a very, very extreme, not temperament, but confidence.
Yeah.
Those type of English Bulldogs, they don't walk down the street. They start barking at other dogs. They see other dogs barking. They just look at them like, man, whatever.
Yeah.
They mind on their own business. So you have to be smarter than them. You have to know, what? You like to eat, so I'm going to give you a little treat. Come on, do this, and I'm going to give you this right here. That way, next time they know, what? If I do this right, I'm going to get this right here.
Yeah, they'll work with you. Okay, yeah. You cool, I'll work with you, yeah.
So the hardest thing was finding out, what? They cannot read naturally. Once I got that boy and that girl, my brother said, hey, did you know
what you get your hands dirty, huh?
Did you know what you got into? I said, nah. He said, hey, man, they can't man naturally. I said, nah. He said, yeah, I'm telling you. So I started digging more into it. And then I found out about the C-sections. And it was over.
So
let's go with it.
What do C-sections hit for in the Dirty Bay?
What's up?
It's not too bad. How much C-sections cost down there?
It all depends, boss. It all depends. If you plan it, you're looking at about $1,000. If you don't plan it, $5,000. If you don't go up there and put those $5,000 on the table, you're gonna walk with that dog back out of there. Plain and simple. So it all has to do with planning, right? So the way we do it here. So let's start from the beginning, right? So what we do here, we pay attention to those females. You know what? Anytime we should start seeing a drop of blood right there. As soon as we see that blood, mark on the calendar. Day 1. Day 7, we gotta go up there and get a PG test. Make sure the levels are right on that PG test. For other people that are watching that don't know, the hormones, they gotta be a certain level. And I'm not gonna go through the numbers because different machines got different numbers.
The first one's always a low number, though, right?
Yes.
Just to see where it's at.
So they might say, you know what, you're gonna be at this. Are you good? Okay. No, you know what, you're not good. So you just lost $75. Come back tomorrow. Another $75. You know what? They're ready. Let's go in there. Let's go do the AI, artificial insemination. 75. Oh, there you go.
Oh, it's right there.
There you go.
We haven't got to use it yet, but no mas.
So we do one, then we skip a day, and then we do another one. That's another $75. Then we skip another day, and then that's another $75. So you're already $225 in the hole. Now,
Yeah.
most of the breedings that we have done here, they're all done in-house. So that's how we're able to save that money. If you don't, you go out there and you get a stud anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000.
Tell them about the gun line, boss. Yeah.
How many puppies are you gonna get? Ain't no telling. You might get 1, you might get 8, or you might not get none. But you already lost your money. It's already there.
So what's a big litter for EBs?
5.
5 is a big litter? Okay.
We got different tricks, you know. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. That we're gonna start trying to increase those numbers out there, right? But I think with 5, we're good enough because you know, too many puppies, a lot of headaches, a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
All right. So we just want to be responsible. So then, a day 30th, you know, we can't go out there and say, you know what, we need you to piss on this cup, mama, because we're gonna be that doing the pregnancy test. You know, we got to go there taking somebody so they can do that PG test. I mean, not the PG test, so they can do that ultrasound.
Yep.
Now at that point, they will confirm if she didn't took, and about how many puppies they see out there. Right. So once we get that confirmed, we come back to the house and we get that whelping room ready for them. Yeah. At that point, we'll move them to a separate room where it's just them. We don't want them to get all stressed out, be around other dogs. That's going to cause them to lose those puppies. A day between 40 and 50, we start deworming our females.
Yeah, 10 days out, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Then at day 57, we start scheduling that C-section. Day 58, we'll check for the temperature and what are those PG numbers are saying.
This is textbook. Come on now.
Yeah. But see, hold on. But see that to us, that's textbook. There's gonna be a lot of people that might watch this that they don't know that.
Right.
They don't know that, right?
That's what I'm saying. Anybody don't know, write this down. Rewind it. Write down. This is the answer to the test.
Oh yeah. So you go up there. You know you gotta check. You gotta check that. You gotta check that temperature from behind. Boop. See where it is. They might not like. You know, I'm not gonna say. You know, little PG-13 here, but you know, that's how they gotta go and take it.
Yeah.
Write it down. Do PG test. Okay, what's the numbers? If they look good, let's go ahead and at 12. Before we go to sleep, we'll check that temperature again. We'll see where they're at. See, we got to start getting somebody to come out here and do that C-section. So we utilize the guy that they know they come to the establishments and they take care of that. We kind of go that one, like to go on that route because it's kind of what happens. Moving that dog that just came out of a C-section with some puppies on a box. Here you go, take them home. You know, so most of the breeds that we do, it's around the winter time. It's cold out there for the puppies. So, you know, so once the puppies are delivered, they're there. At that point, we already have 2 incubators going. We also have a little kiddie pool where they go out there and we set them up. Underneath, we'll put on a couple of old socks. Make sure they wash them. Make sure they're not all stinky.
Come on. Yeah.
We don't want those puppies to pass out, right? Make a little lumpy out there. So some towels out there, you know, let the mama out there. Let's go ahead and do the first feeding. The first feeding is critical to the puppy and to the mama. Because remember, the mama don't know she went to labor.
She just see this little thing trying to suck on her.
Exactly. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, especially if it's her first time too.
Yeah. So, you know, you have to understand maybe it's going to take them 24, 48 hours to get our calls onto that. We've been blessed that we have not had one aggressive mama out here. But then, once they get done with that feeding, we already have a little warmer for the little wipes. Baby wipes, you got to get a lot of baby wipes, a lot of them, a lot. So We'll put them in
My
that
stock
water.
and baby wipes.
Oh yeah. We'll take them out. We'll clean them out, and they go to the incubator. Next puppy. Clean them out, stimulate, make sure they pee and poop. Put them in.
Yeah.
Put them in. Register the first day. What's the weight on it? On the second day, you're gonna see that they're gonna drop. Why? Because they're gonna lose all that water weight.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Third day, that's gonna be kind of your foundation. You write them down, and after that, you used to see a growth of 3% daily. The puppies are crying. Either they're hungry, they're cold, or they have to poop. A quiet puppy, a happy puppy. And you know, let me throw some game at this. So when we go out there and utilize those heat lamps out there, we want to make sure we use those infrared thermometers and check the temperature right underneath the light, because the ambience
the temp guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ambience might be warm, but that place where you shouldn't have might be at 150 degrees. You don't cook those puppies.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the reason we keep the incubators. That way they're in there at 90 degrees. The mamas out here just came out of a surgery. We don't want that mama to be all sweaty and everything. We want that mama to be on that cool, controlled environment. You stay there, boom. Time to feed them 2 hours later. Let's go. Every 2 hours for the first 2 weeks. After that, every 3 hours for the next week. Fourth week, we start introducing that mush. And I forgot this. I kind of skipped it.
We do the mush. We introduce it at 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll still be on mom, whatever. You know what I mean? But introducing it, see how some take right to it, but they'll still eat off mom. You know what I mean? 4 weeks. By 4 weeks though, like everybody's already on it. So.
Hey, that only behind you, right on top of the head. Is that Nala?
No, that's my girl Rosie.
Oh yeah.
And that's my brother's girl, Momo.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Come on, you back?
I'm back. I had to go.
We got the girls on the banner.
All right.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner. Okay.
So, but yeah, like I said, well, oldies too. The litters are bigger. Like right now, my brother's got 7 at the house. Last litter I had was 10. So you kind of want to start, you know, because they'll start sucking the life out of her. 3 weeks, they can get a little bit. You know what I mean? And then by 4 weeks, they're on it.
All right. So you know what we do before she goes to the C-section. I learned this from Chris. Have a tongue for that calcium.
Oh, Tums, yeah.
So I just feed them, do that, you know, and as they happen to catch a hard time, you know, we don't go out there and we buying all this pills so they can produce more milk. We go out there, boil a quarter leg, shred that quarter leg straight out, and add it with a little kibble. That's the way they're gonna start produce a little bit more milk out there.
Más leche.
Yes, sir. Now you speak Spanish? What?
Ya sabes poquito, hermano.
Chicanos.
Hermano. House.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the EB right there, the little dog right behind you.
Man, you know, I thought you were from Hawaii or something, bro.
Huh?
No.
I'm not you.
Nah. Dad's black, mom's Mexican. We're F1s.
That's what I'm Cuban. I'm Dominicano. That's what that is.
Yeah. Oh. Pretty much.
I'm an F1. Yeah. I'm 50-50.
Yeah, but like I said, we try to get them. I don't want to say get them off mom quick because that sounds bad, but like I said, they have larger litters, so it's get them on the mush a little quicker, kind of help her out because we don't want to see mom losing all her hair and all that going behind feeding puppies when we already, you know what I mean.
Hey, they get tough on the nipples, man. I'm letting you know right now.
Oh yeah. So
it looks like it's painful, man. I'm like, push in, suck in, push. I'm like, good grief. Boy, got the rhythm down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'll tell you how I learned about the Tums is before I had Bulldogs, I have Dachshunds. We've had them for longer.
Okay.
And I had my first litter of Dachshunds. Everything went great. So then I'm like, I'm gonna do better next time. And so the next time I got milk replacer, and I was giving that to mom, right? But it ran out. So I was like, I'll get more tomorrow. Well, that night she got milk fever. She got that eclampsia because she didn't have that. So I had to figure it out. I'm on the internet asking, like at this point, I don't really know anybody. I don't have nobody to talk to about it. I had to just figure it out. But we figured it out that it was eclampsia. Went down to Walgreens, is the only thing open 24 hours. Got some Tums and some vanilla ice cream, and I just started crushing them jokers in the ice cream. And she was right again within like 15 minutes or so. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, so that's how I learned it. But it's something you got to know. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's scary when stuff like that happens, but you got to just keep your cool, think through it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
this is like you said, if you don't get that information and you don't have nobody to reach out, you're gonna be some.
Yeah.
Experience is a good teacher though too.
What's up?
Yeah.
I said experience is a good teacher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Whether it go right or whether it go wrong, you're gonna learn something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what else we got here on the. So what exactly? Okay, like I told you on the phone, I like your dogs. They look more fit, more functional than a lot of the EBs you see out there. What all exactly did you aim at cleaning up, fixing, improving? Or did you start off with really clean dogs and you're maintaining it, or?
I was blessed that we started with some clean dogs. So let me back up a little bit. Nothing against what you say, but see, a lot of times you and I, we know what is an EB. We're gonna be having people that are going to join in, and you're gonna say, "Man, did you start with a clean EB? Damn, did he start with a clean electrical vehicle?" What the hell's an EB? They don't know what the hell's an EB.
Okay, you're right.
We know, but they don't know that's the English Bulldog, right?
I get you. I'm with you.
So that's what I be telling a lot of people. Hey, you're not trying to have other breeders.
Hey, and on that same tip, at AKC now, they're not English Bulldog anymore. They're just Bulldog.
Well, you race them, yeah, you're right. You don't race them as the English Bulldogs no more. They just Bulldogs, yeah.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
The
most prestigious racer out there. They say, you know what, we're going to live with the English. We're going to go with the Bulldogs. Yeah. So clean them out. Nothing, man. Nothing. Honestly, brother. What we want to do, we do want to preserve the standards of that breed. What that dog is known for, right? Are they going to have real health issues? We all have health issues. Every breed has health issues. Every race has health issues. Right. Who don't have health issues, right? But can we eliminate them? No, but we can we minimize them by knowing, hey, you know what, this dog carries this, or you know what, we're not going to breed this dog to this other one because we don't want to keep on passing that along, right? Everybody loves German Shepherds. My little boy wants to get a German Shepherd. I said, Bobby, man, we got English Bulldogs. Yeah, but Bobby, man, every cow has one. I said, look, German Shepherds, they got issues also. They got skin issues. They got bad allergies. They got bad hips, bad elbows. The joints are bad. And that breed also is more prone to get cancer. You got huskies out there. Beautiful dogs. A lot of hair. I don't like dogs with a lot of hair.
It's too messy.
Right. Underneath the hair, they have skin issues. Right? The Labrador, they suffer the same thing as I suffer obesity. They're fat, but nobody talks about them. Every Labrador you see out there, they're well maintained. You know, they're going to the park up and down, but they got a lot of ones that they're fat as heck. The Beagles, they got epilepsy. The Shih Tzu, they got bad knees. I can keep on going and going about the health issues. That's not what we're here for. Right. So our goal is to preserve the standards of that English Bulldog. That's what we're aiming for right here in the Dirty Bay English Bulldogs, right? So let me give you a little comparison, right? I'm not trying to get to your financial status. I don't know how many millions of dollars you got on the bank account. A lot of people, they complain about the Bulldogs. Oh, man, they got all this health issues, blah, blah. Well, you go out there and you get your Bugatti. You get your Lamborghini. Are you going to leave it out there when it's hot as hell? Hell no. You're going to put it on the garage. Say, no. Why? Can it be out there? It can be out there. But now you're taking a bigger risk for damaging that dog. It's the same with the English Bulldog. It can be out there when it's hot, but not for that long. If you do, then it's going to cost you a lot out there. Yeah. Do you know what's the, you know how much is an oil change?
Say it again.
For Lamborghini? How much is an oil change for a Lamborghini? Around how much?
$500.
Oil change for Lamborghini?
The cheapest one that they're going to put you that recycled oil. Anywhere from $500 to $2,000 for an oil change for a Lamborghini. It's the same thing with an English Bulldog. You got to keep on taking to the vet. Make sure they got the right vaccines. Make sure, you know, the maintenance is good. Make sure they're clean. Make sure their wrinkles are well kept. The whole 9 yards. And if you do that, you're not going to have any health issues. So everybody concentrates on the bad part. Let's concentrate on the beauty. To me, that is the perfect breed. To me. To you guys might be the oldies. To somebody else, like my daughter, might be her little Chihuahua, aggressive as hell, but that might be her the best breed. To me, it's the English Bulldog, right? To me.
You better say that, or else what are we doing? Right. Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. So, like I said, I like your dogs. I think that it's easy for people to chase things that are, like you said, not in the standard, not even in the best interest of the dog. You know, big old 4-pound ropes across the nose and things like this. And, you know, to each their own. I'm not here to judge nobody, but I like a cleaner dog. You know what I mean? So I dig yours. I dig it a lot.
Appreciate it. You know, it's a lot of people that want to come up with their own stuff. You go to McDonald's and they give you a flatbread with lettuce and a chicken strip. They want to call it a wrap. It's not a wrap. It's a cold ass taco. That's what it is. That tortilla is not warm. It's kept at room temperature, but you know, it's whatever they like. It's whatever you like. That's what. Right. So I'm not here to criticize other people. I really don't care about other people's kennel. I care about my kennel. I care about my dog.
There you go.
Right. Because what they like is what they like. What I like is what I like. That is the beauty about this world. We all like different things.
Yeah. So talk to us a little bit about your health testing.
Man, health is critical, boss. Health is critical. So one of the things that we started out, and hopefully you don't mind me saying that, we started this podcast on Spotify that is called The Bulldog Breeding Chronicles. And that's where we discuss a lot of this health issues. Why is it important to know about this health testing? The health testing is going to tell you about traits, about colors, about diseases they might carry, what colors to breed and not to breed. You might go up there and look at that dog, but if you don't do that health test, you don't know what color it's carrying. And you should not be breeding a male to a male. You're going to get some dogs that are deaf with the English Bulldogs, they are blind with the English Bulldogs, or you're going to get some hydro puppies. But you're like, man, well, I didn't know they were carrying male. They don't look like he carries male. but it's on their blood, right? So that's what you gotta make sure is it's a and they're clear. NA, they're carriers. So you don't want to be NA to an NA. So every breed here with us, it has a purpose. We're not playing, so okay, you know what, if I put A and B, hopefully I get C. Hopefully I get no. You have to know, you know what, let me get the codes from each dog, and each code is going to tell you what it is for. Are you going, this dog right here is carries a bigger head. This one right here is going to carry a more of a muscular back. This other is going to carry longer legs, blah, blah, blah. You have to know all that stuff in order for you to produce the next dog. You can't go out there and put all your chips on the table and you don't know what you got getting behind, right? So do we care about pedigrees? Honestly, pedigrees is a piece of paper. What I care about is about the walking pedigree. That's what I care about. I really don't do outside stuff services that I go up there and look for. And if I was, not only does that dog needs to have what I like, I need to see the father and the grandfather and make sure they have what I like. Because you never know. That dog might be a beautiful dog. He might be what you're looking for, but he might be a one and done. So I want to make
hybrid,
sure.
He might be hybrid vigor.
Exactly, right? Exactly. Have you ever seen two people that are ugly? I say, you're like, damn, that's their kid. How the hell that came out?
It just popped one time.
That one time, and that's it. So we trying to make sure, you know what? Make sure we plan our breedings. If I'm doing this breeding with this dog and this dog, hopefully I get this. So then later on I'm gonna breed this one to this one. Everything has a plan. Everything has a purpose. When we get those puppies, we start looking at them. Okay, this is a keeper right here. This is where I gotta go. Right? Every pickup from the incubator is a purpose. Are they doing good?
Yep.
Medical score is good. Are they moving right?
Yep.
The whole 9 yards, right? We don't let go of our puppies until they're 12 weeks old. If we let them go at 8 weeks, yeah, we can. They can go up there, they start eating solid foods at that time. But what are they going to do? They're going to go out there and start chewing everything out. What is the new owner going to do? Damn, I just bought me a headache. He's chewing everything. He's tearing everything up. So between 8 weeks and 12 weeks, what are they doing? They're learning. So they go out there and they put on the ear of that brother or that sister. What is that dog going to do? It's going to bark back at them like, oh, shit, I'm not supposed to be doing that. Or let me do this. Oh, okay. I'm not supposed to be doing it. Now they're learning. When they get out of here, they're already kind of little trained what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure, they walk out of here and they go to a loving home. That's the purpose.
So they leave at 12 weeks. So
yes.
At what point do you start picking your keeper?
5 weeks.
5 weeks.
So is that the soonest you can have an idea this is gonna be this one, or you just when does that take place?
So you started seeing, right? You can see. I know you were checking out my social media. You can see those puppies at 4 weeks. I was putting them on the table, and I wanted to see their behavior, right? Because not every dog is going to be a show quality dog. They might have the structure to be at the show ring, but they might not have the temperament to be at the show ring. There's nothing wrong with that. They just best to be kept in the house.
Yeah, that show ring's a different task.
Yes. So at that point, it's okay. This is what I want to keep, right? So like I tell a lot of times people say, what is a champion bloodline? What does that mean? The best way that I can explain to somebody is us. Now these days we might say, man, the kids these days, man, They're born they're smarter than us when we were born. We were dumb as hell. That's not it. It's that the kids that are born these days now, they already come with that information that you transfer on that DNA. That's why when they're born, they're already up to date, caught up to it. So if you're working with your dog, that temperament is going to get transferred to the next puppy. I got videos where I got one of my dogs standing on 4 cans. A video, not a Photoshop, on 4 cans, so they can see the temperament. I got videos where I'm walking on top of that dog, and I'm asking the dog to trust me, to stay there. Why? Because we're going to pass that on to the next litter. And I'm going to work with the next litter so they can pass that on to the next one. So we can keep on preserving that. I'm not trying to have them go do backflips, none of that. So they can go up there inside the ring and show what they are. That's English Bulldogs. So that's what they are.
Yeah. All right. So I didn't have my comments up here, so let's go through some comments real quick. Let's do that. Let me get this off of here. And then we'll go through some comments. There were some pretty good ones in there. One is a question that
hold on, I gotta ask a question first. Hold on.
Oh. And it's what's the best way to vet a breeder?
Number one, go visit their house. Go visit where they have those puppies at. See what type of lifestyle they're on. You don't want to go to that, you don't want to acquire that puppy from this guy that met you down the road at that gas station because he doesn't want you to come to the house. Why not?
Right.
What is he hiding? I invite my customers to come to my house and go and check them out. This is where I stay at. Because a lot of times I say, hey, man, hey, let me ask you this, Manny. You selling me this dog for this much. Down the road, there's another guy that's selling me another English Bulldog for a lesser price. Number one, you're not just buying a dog for me. You're buying a bloodline for me.
Yeah.
Number two, you're going to get a mentor to go with.
Yeah, you're buying me. Yeah, exactly.
So that's why, because we take a lot of pride in what we do. And that is one of the reasons that we don't do stud services. You might bring the female that is to your likes. And say, you know what? I want to bring them to your boy, Manny. And those puppies don't come out the way you expect them to come out. Who are you going to blame? Me. I've been working my butt off where it needs to be at. If those puppies come out the way you want it to look at, you're not going to give me props. So therefore, I tell people, you know what? I'm going to charge you the same thing as you would buy a puppy from me. So if you like my bloodline, 1-2 years, go ahead and buy that puppy, and you can do it however many breeds you want to do with that puppy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the way I would gauge that breed. Hey, you know what? Where you stay at? Let me go see you. Let me see what you got.
I like it. And then Ms. Jose said, mentors walk the path you're on. Their insights help you avoid common pitfalls and fast track progress. They offer honest, informed critiques to help you refine your skills and mindset. Knowing someone believes in your potential can be incredibly empowering. Mentors help you define clear, achievable goals and stay accountable. I like it.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
That's good, Jose.
Appreciate it, Jose.
Yeah, he said that walk the path you're on and help you, and their insights help you avoid common pitfalls.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. If you listen. If you listen. It sounds obvious, but some people, you can talk to them and you can just talk to them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, sir.
So, but yeah, that's I agree 100% with that. Let's see here. What's going on, Martin? That's Martin for his American Bulldogs. Got my guy Train Yard. What up, Train Yard? Eric's having a blast. So let's talk a little bit about feeding dogs. So we feed raw. I'm not against kibble. Usually I have a bag around, you know what I mean? But with it being summertime, I don't have a lot of dogs here. At my house I got 7 dogs total. You know what I mean? I can handle the little bit of time it takes to feed them. So that's what we do. And what do you do? At Dirty Bay, what's policy?
So every dog likes different things, right? One of the dogs that we feed him is raw. Freaking raw. He loves that. The rest of them, what we use is this kibble from Sam's. This salmon, sweet peas, vegetables. It already comes with a lot of omegas.
I've used that one before. It's good. It's good.
A lot of vitamins on it. That right there, you probably know him, but it's recommended to Eric Garcia. He raised oldies. So he shared that recipe with me on that kibble, and we started feeding it to our dogs, and then it helped them with the skin and with the coat, right? So that's what we do. Besides the kibble, every day we utilize different toppings with it. We do a tablespoon of coconut oil. Use that coconut oil for what? To help you with that coat. It's going to help you with that gut. And then it's going to help the dogs with that brain. Next feeding, the next day, plain yogurt. Just plain. Again, it's going to help them with that gut. That gut is critical, right? They're going to support the immune system. The next day, we'll do about 6 ounces of blueberries with that kibble. What the blueberries going to do? Again, for that brain and that gut.
Antioxidants.
Yes, sir. Well, that's actually for the pineapple as well. 6 ounces of that pineapple. It's going to help you with that gut. It's going to put all that vitamin C on it.
Fresh pineapple?
Inflammation on it.
Fresh pineapple?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fresh pineapple. Buy it from the bag, cut it. Don't get you the cans. Get your fresh pineapple. And also going to improve that. It's going to improve that skin. You want to do also pumpkin on the adults. The pumpkin is going to help both ways. If they got chorro, give it there right there.
Hold on, whoa. Everybody may not know what EB means. Everybody definitely don't know what chorros means.
Well, they got the runs. If they got the runs,
there you go.
Stop it. All right.
Chorro.
If they cannot go to the restroom, give them pumpkin. It will make you go to the restroom. That's going to work either way. That's going to help you out. Right?
Yeah.
You know, sardines. Make sure we go
major. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's omega-3s. And make sure those sardines or that fish is where they walk off. Yes, sir. Bone broth. That bone broth is going to help you with that gut health. If you got those dogs that they really don't want to eat, do some of that, and it's going to help them out there.
The collagen in it too, a lot of collagen.
The sardines, like we had talked about it earlier, to help you out to produce better litters, bigger litters out there. Get that sardine also out there to your dogs. That way, it's going to help your stud out there. You want to do that, and with your females, you want to go with that sea moss. It's going to help you increase those litters out there. It's going to help them kind of regulate those hormones out there, right?
Where I get sea moss from?
Now you go to the grocery store, boss. You can get it right there.
Sea moss.
Yes, sir.
I'm learning right now. I never heard of that one.
Capsules or powder or what?
Powder. You sprinkle it on top of it. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
1 raw egg per feed. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon.
Okay.
That's what we do.
That's
Every
what's up.
day. Every day you want to change it. Every day you want to change it.
Yeah.
You know, that way, a happy dog is a healthy dog. A healthy dog is going to save you a lot of money. It's going to put that hurt on that pocket.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
The
Yes,
last
sir.
thing you want to do, you want to start breeding some dogs, and you're not checking all these things. You're not promoting the health, and you're going to create a problem for the next pet owner.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you're wondering, how come I can't sell my dogs? That's probably why.
Yeah. That pineapple topper, that's the one I learned. I learned that about that from you the other day. It never dawned on me. That's a good one though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then
watermelon as well. Watermelon. They love that watermelon also.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When I cut watermelons up, like sometimes I'll cut like those pieces that are a little closer to the rind than you would really like.
Yeah.
The dogs are always right there. That's, you know what I mean? So they love that. And then the dogs that are outside when the warm weather, hot weather, I give that to them because it's hydration, it's fiber. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Another thing that we do is we do sweet potatoes.
Yeah, right? You were telling me about that.
And the thing about them is, like, I grow a garden. This year kind of the summer came up on me quick. I didn't really get to it. But if you plant sweet potatoes somewhere, just somewhere in your yard, dig it up one time, plant and put sweet potato slips in there, they'll grow like a weed, and you basically can't get rid of them.
Okay.
That vine will grow so thick that it'll cover the ground. You don't got to worry about weeds in that area. And then when that vine dies, go in there with a fork, dig them up, and let them cure for a couple of weeks, and you feed that to your dogs. And you know it's good, nice. It's clean because it came from your yard. Yeah. And unless you're a maniac who's going to get every little piece of root out of the ground, they're going to be back next year. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's something we do. I haven't this is the 3rd or 4th summer that we're getting sweet potatoes from that same bed. That's those same slips I put in there. They come back, you know, and they're good. They got a little more different vitamins than the pumpkin does. You know what I mean? Pumpkin will get their gut right if it's wrong, right? Yeah. If they got loose stools, whatever, it'll tighten them up. If they're locked up, it'll loosen them up. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the sweet potato is more like just kind of maintain it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we give them raw, so give them some fiber or something to keep everything moving.
Cool.
And like I said, man, it's down there where you're at too. It'll grow easy. One time. You know what I mean? Put it in there, and it's like you can't get rid of it.
So with feeding raw though, how often do you have to worm though? Because
well, I do my ivermectin, pyrantel, whatever, once a month anyway. And then if I see anything, you know, we'll address it. But
that's fair.
You know, and you might get a different answer from other people, but that's what works for us. And we got a pretty good bug load here. Where it's humid, it's warm, it's some days are real swampy, but every month is gonna break up their life cycle. You know what I mean?
Cool.
And if like I said, if I see anything else, we'll address it. But so far, so good.
Nice.
Yeah. What about down there?
What about down here?
For like, you know, worming and stuff like that.
Our adults, the same thing once a month.
Yeah. I think, and then like when another thing that's important too is worming your moms before they have the puppies, before they whelp, because you start off clean.
Oh yeah.
The very first litter of puppies we had, we didn't know that. Right. And like I said, this is the litter. I didn't have no mentors, and I just had puppies, and they started crapping worms. And I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do? People put deposits on these puppies already, and they're broken. Like, you know what I mean? Turns out they weren't broken. It's either puppies that have been wormed or puppies that are gonna crap worms. You know, I know now. So it's all learning.
10 days before the mama gives birth, and then 2 weeks.
Yep.
4 weeks, and then 6 weeks to a stronger dewormer.
Yep.
For the first 3 days. At 8 weeks, first 3 days. At 10 weeks, first 3 days. And at 12 weeks, first 3 days. Yeah. And after that, they go into the house.
Then it's maintenance. Yeah. Yeah. So 12 weeks, that's I like that. I like that. But I like that. That's good. That gives you a good look, time to get a good look at them. Plenty of time for a mom to teach them, learn manners.
Well, you know, at about 4 weeks, they started getting away from the mom. So they started getting introduced to that mush. So we see that they're not really eating that mush. Yeah, they might go back to the mom for a little bit. Yeah. But at 4 weeks, we try to pull them away from mom. So that way mom can start, recuperating. You know, you're gonna see, like what you talked about earlier, you're gonna see sometimes you might see that mom is gonna start losing some hair because it's sucking all those vitamins, all that stuff out of her. So we want her, to start getting back to normal, start getting a normal life back onto it.
Yeah.
What do you do for potty training with pups?
What's up?
So what do you do for potty training with the pups? Like, how do you potty train?
When we put our trains, we'll take them out there. We have a little playpen out there just for them, so they can go up there. There's their spot. But as they're growing, after 6 weeks, we start putting them in the drop cage. Put them in that drop cage right there. That way they're not stepping all over poop, peep, all that other stuff. They use the restroom. They drop right there. You just get those diapers with those trays out, clean them out, and then you start taking them out there little by little. We don't. At no means we're saying is we give those puppies already potty trained, because they got to go out there. They got to get to know their area. Now those new owners, they need to start training. Where do they want them to start using the restrooms at? So you want to do it like we tell them. After every feed, 30 minutes later, take them out. Use the restroom.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So far what's worked for me is I'll cover their whole playpen with puppy pads, and then start taking them away until there's just like one or two in a corner. Okay. And then once they've had their first shots at 6 weeks, so let's say 7 weeks, now they can go outside a little more freely. You know what I mean? It's my house, but I don't know. I've never put puppies out there on the ground before, unvaccinated. I at least let them get one shot, let it get in them good, and then the next week I'll start taking them out. So, but
I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of people don't know that. They'll get those puppies, they go out there and take them out there to the grass. You got birds, you got insects out there. You already know the puppies are going to try to put everything on their mouth, and then you're going to get a sick puppy out there.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of good information for people that did not know. Ones that watch it say, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing out there.
Yeah. And there's at first, I wouldn't let them go out till they were fully vaccinated, but I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot of time to not get sunlight and vitamin, you know what I mean? And just being a dog. So, like I said, once they get a shot, about a week later, they get a shot on Monday, maybe Friday over the weekend, they'll get to go out and whatever like that. And it made a big difference to me, because they get to go out and run around, stretch their legs, you know what I mean, and be puppies. And then they come back in and they're quiet. Happy dogs are quiet.
Oh yeah. And that sunlight is critical. A lot of people don't know about that. A lot of times they say, "Hey, my dog is getting sick. I don't know why they don't want to eat. I see them a little down. I be taking them outside to the sunlight. No, well, man, they're supposed to be catching some sunlight. Hey, well, they're supposed to be inside. No, you got to take them outside once in a while. That sunlight is good for them. It's good for the mamas when they're pregnant. It's good for the puppies when they're developing. Mother Nature is good for them.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, yeah, exactly. I like them to have a shot in them, but as soon as we can, we make that happen and let them start being dogs. And then I don't know how ours, they have like sometimes like a little higher motor. Them suckers, they fight. If they don't get outside and move around and stretch out and burn some energy, they just nonstop. They eat all they'll do is eat, sleep, and then get up and fight. So they need to get out there.
But that's when they're learning. That's when they're learning. That's when they learn. You know what? I am supposed to be doing that. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know how many brothers and sisters you got, but when you're young, you're out there fighting with them all the time.
Yeah,
because you're learning. You're learning the temper from each other, and that's what they're doing. They're learning. They're playing with each other.
Yeah. But in the yard, the ones that ain't trying to be in it, they have a little more space to get away from it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. And one thing I caught that you said in the beginning, kind of circle back, that you started. Let's see. We got a comment here. Good one. This is Wicked Good Bulldogs. They're up in Connecticut, I think, somewhere up in the Northeast. So we have long dark winters here, so we use broad spectrum light bulbs that can help with lack of sunlight. So like grow lights.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Sharing that.
Yeah. I live in, this kind of southern where we're at, so I never even really thought about that, but that's a good idea. Because it's important. I guess it would work the same. For plants, it does.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Yeah. But you mentioned starting with female. Was that a conscious decision, or you say you weren't even planning on breeding? You just bought a pet?
Yeah, we just bought her. Didn't even know that was the right step until later on, until I started getting more. Okay, this is how you start, and this is the way you're supposed to be starting, right? So
yeah,
we got blessed that we took the first step properly, right? So it was good. It was good. It was the same thing a lot of times when those guys that like to hire stud services, you want to make sure and you see what that dog is producing. Even though the mama can control 60% of the outcome of that puppy, but you want to see what that male is producing.
Yeah.
You want to get all the information.
I guess it's technically 50-50, but it's really not. You're right.
Yeah.
No, it's not. And I didn't know a lot of that stuff until later. I was accidentally pretty smart on accident. Yeah. I just knew that I wanted to breed, and I knew that females took longer to mature. So I was like, that's why I started with a female.
Nice.
Yeah. I learned a lot of other stuff later, but that was the reason we did it. Yeah. What you got, bro? Talk to me.
What up, man?
All right.
I'm learning. I'm listening. I'm learning right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How close do you think you are to making a pick?
6 months.
Nice.
He said 4 weeks. I don't know. Maybe about 4 or 5. I don't know.
I heard some guys, some guys that's here, they wait till 6-8 months old, until they're fully mature, because they're like adults a lot of times, when once they get to that 10 month, they look kind of funny. They're not shaping the way you want it to be, and kaboof.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how much you can tell at 2.5 weeks, but to me, I mean, it looks solid. So I'm just waiting right now.
Not 2.5.
I know.
No, not even close.
I'm just waiting.
So, tell me about the dog that you sold that you're like, I should have kept that one. Or how many times that happened to you?
One of the one of the males that we created, right? My son said, "Look, Pops, I want to keep that one," and he made a good choice. I want to keep that one. That's the picture that I have with my son, because he picked that one from minutes away after he was born. He said, "Pops, I want to keep that one." So we had another one on the same litter. I want to keep him. And more like, no, keeping this right here. I'm like, damn, I want to keep him. And I got a lot of compliments about him when he was a puppy. I did a little research, and he was gonna go for some pretty pennies. I got people from up north. They reached out to me, and they wanted to get that dog. So this gentleman that I knew, I was in the middle of kind of deciding to sell or keep it. This gentleman that I knew, he stays down the road. He said, "I want to talk to you about those English Bulldogs you have." I said, "Yeah, talk to me, bro. What's up?" I said, "Look, I'm interested on this right here." I said, "Look, bro, I'm kind of in the middle of deciding to keep or not keep. And honestly, I cannot keep it because I have no use for him in my program. I cannot keep all this males. I have no use."
Now, this is the one you like or the one your son liked?
The one that I like.
Okay.
So, like I said, "Look, I want him." I said, "Sure you want him?" I said, "I got somebody else from the interested." I said, "No, I want him. I want him." So say, "You know what? Bet, let's make a deal." Because he's down the road. So later on, if I want to go back to him and he's available and gorgeous, because every pet owner that we have acquired throughout this time, we keep in touch with them. We send a message and say, "Hey, how the dogs are doing?"
Yeah.
They send us pictures. We want to make sure that they know that we have our support. They know that, you know what, they took our money and they forgot about us. No, we keep in touch with them. They send us pictures. So he's growing. Nice. So, other than that, every one of them that we kept in here is a blessing. It's a blessing. So my son did tremendous with them. With the one he kept, we got a couple of offers from him. They were like, "Hey, y'all, how much you want for that split face?" My son's name is Aaron. I said, "Aaron, come here, puppy." He's like, "Hey, puppy, what's up?" He said, I got this individual right here that want to know how much for that split face." Man, you should have seen his face. He said, "What? That's not his name. His name is Chocolate Chip. He's not for sale."
Ooh.
I said, "Oh, man, all right." Somebody else reached out to me. So I already told you he's not for sale. So we started taking that dog as a puppy little by little to get our costume to the dog shows, to the music, to the DJs. So little by little, and I think about 2 weeks ago, that him and his dog had acquired all the points to bring another ABKC champion to our kennel, and it's all due to his hard work and the dog of that work of that dog. He's only 10 years old, so very, very, very happy with the outcome of both of them, the way they keep on moving forward. And to me, taking your kids to the dog shows, it's another part of you as a parent, because it's going to help your kid to face adversity, to face hard times out there. They're in the middle of the ring, surrounded by strength. They're watching them, but they're in the middle of that ring and they handle all that pressure. So later on, when he grows up, he said, "Man, I was already in the middle of the ring. I was in the middle of this right here, and I was able to come out of it." So that's what I'm taking out there. Next thing is, we get a little closer relationship out there that we can do. that we can go up there, you know, say, hey, look, we got to do this. Like I tell them, I said, look, Papi, when we step inside this ring, it's business time. I don't want to see you on Facebook. I don't want to see you on YouTube. I don't want to see you on TikTok. Those videos, they're going to be there later. I need you to engage. I need you to see what you're doing. And so far, you know, he's been doing very well. He's been listening. He's going out there. You know, the judges are giving him a little tips what he needs to do, and he keeps on improving. And that is a blessing. That is one of the things that I'm very, very thankful that we step into that ring and we were able to acquire that experience, and then we love that experience now.
That's what's up.
You know, we go out there and then you know we'll be in the ring together. We compete. His dog against one of our other dogs. And if his dog don't get picked, he gets all mad. And I'm like, really, Aaron? Nico, we're the same. We're the same kennel. All right. He shakes my hand and said, look, you know what? And I want you to know that was a fake smile. Now he's taking it serious. So to me, that is good. So when we go, sometimes we go to the shows, and the MCs they'll go out there today. We got father and son right here in the ring. So now the people are starting to see that. They start to see that little kid out there in the middle of the ring with the adults.
Well, so y'all going back to back like the Griffies, huh?
You already know it.
Yeah. That's cool though. I dig it, man. And you know what? There's some grown-ups that don't lose that well. So he's already ahead. He's ahead of that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome. I want to getting the next generation into dogs is awesome. Like, you know, having a kid that wants to do it, into it, and yeah.
Your brother Samuel here had him laughing the other day. He was laughing. You had Chris on the live last time, right?
Chris, I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Man, my son was out there, man. He almost sprayed the whole can of Pepsi everywhere.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's on Sunday nights. the Bulldog Blueprint with Chris and Gina.
Cool.
Yeah, we have fun with it.
That's good.
Yeah. It's
so are we gonna go the whole show and not see some English Bulldogs? Is that what's happening there?
Let me pull some up.
This is a dog show at the end of the day, man.
You right?
I always gotta ask because he's lagging in that department. Maybe I should take over.
There you go.
Hey, bro, you take the wheel anytime.
I'm just kidding.
Let's see. Give me a second. Let me cook.
Hope you don't find no brindles up in there.
You stop, bro. I don't have.
Huh?
That is a standard. Some other people might raise to those murals as a brindle.
That one over there. Look at it.
You ain't right, bro.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Let's see here. Let's see some dogs.
Whoa. That's kind of violent, isn't it? You guys done? Yes, sir. Manny, are you a Cowboys fan?
Hey, bro. Hey, you know what, man? You are right. You are right. So, hey,
don't say it so.
No.
Was that a yes?
It feels like it was.
Or you know, everything was going all right. So, okay, come on, something like that, bro.
Is that what it is?
What?
You're a Cowboys fan?
Hell nah.
Oh, that's good then. We're good.
He's a Raiders fan.
You a Titans fan or what?
Do you partake in football?
I go for the best team in Texas. The Texans, baby.
Right now, you're not lying, yeah.
All right.
I remember Andre Johnson.
Who's this?
That's chocolate chip right there. That's chocolate chip.
It kind of look like me a little bit.
That's your boy's dog.
Yes, sir.
I want to see chocolate chip. If you see chocolate chip.
Right there in the spacesuit.
Who's that?
It's in the spacesuit. Hold on, pause. Take it down.
Whose dog is that?
There you go.
Whose dog is that?
It's Manny's dog.
Ask the little man how much for the split face. Again.
Oh, I like that chunky chunk. He's so chunky.
Dame espacio, muévete. Get out of here. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. Let's get something else up here.
English. EB. EB. East Bakersfield. Yes.
Oui.
That's cool.
Let's see here.
Come on, that's only one, bro. I want to see them all.
Bro, let me cook.
You slow cooking. We ain't smoking. You ain't smoking. You ain't slow cooking.
Marinade. That's all it is.
Marinade. I like it.
Little puppy picture.
That one.
Is that one you kept, or is that one somebody else's house?
She's somebody's house. She went up to Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay. Uh-oh. Everybody's gonna start gangbanging now.
See, there you go. That Seahawks stuff. I'm not cool with that.
Oh, that's a shot at you, bro.
I know, baby. Rams all day. Come on now, get out of here with that Seahawks stuff.
All right.
We need to have him on here so we can talk about it.
What's that?
That's a puppy, man.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah,
puppy.
as long as they're not Raider fans, they all right with me.
Ooh wee.
I won't have no Raider fans on here.
Hey, you will.
Nah, I won't.
This is a dog show. You will.
It'd be a strict dress code if they do. You know what I mean? Ain't flying no flags over here. Is that the same boy or is that a different one?
That's another one. That's Joker.
Joker?
Yes, sir.
Little Joker. You see Little Joker.
Is that the turn of stifle right there? I see the stifle.
Hey, why you change him so quick? Oh my God! Look at them wrinkles. I love it.
I like the angulation.
Ooh wee.
Okay,
he has angulation, bit. Hi.
Hello.
Are you guys on live?
Yes, it's live.
Oh my God! I didn't know.
One of the things that a lot of times the judges, they don't know. They're supposed, when they go up there and they go for this confirmation on checking these dogs, they're supposed to know that the English Bulldog is supposed to have a high rear. No,
a high rear?
No, yeah, a high rear. Right?
A little bit, yeah. It's supposed to rise through the loin, it says, right?
And then on that face, it has to be at a 45. They're supposed to be able to touch with the side of the hand, like this. They're supposed to be able to touch the forehead, the nose, and the bottom jaw.
Say that one more time.
With one hand, going like this.
Okay.
They're supposed to be able to touch the forehead, the nose, and the bottom jaw.
Huh.
That means they're at a 45. If they're touching the forehead and the nose, that means the nose is too big. If they're touching the forehead and the bottom jaw, not the nose, that means the underbite is too big.
Huh. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you got to touch them all.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Okay.
Look at that. I'm learning everything. Look at that.
Yeah.
You're going to learn one day, baby. You're going to learn one day.
I'm going to have to give me English Bulldog. I'm going to have to get in the ring with you. I want to see it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not English no more. It's just Bulldog.
I'm going to call it English.
All right. It still holds.
Heck yeah. Some nice dogs.
Yeah. So, and you show ABKC and TCBR, right?
ABKC, TCBR, USBR, GCR, BCR.
Dang. ABC, VH1.
DVD, VCR.
See, this is the thing, though. You know, AKC, a lot of the shows, they start on a Thursday or Friday. In order to go to that show, I got to take the whole week off. My pockets ain't that big. I can't do that.
Right.
Right? The ABKC is more for bullies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the main ingredients for that bully is the English Bulldog.
Ooh, be careful. I don't know if they want you saying that. They might not want that to get out there like that.
Tranquilo.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of people don't know, right? So
yeah. But you're right, though. It's in there.
They have to be there, right? Because they
Yeah.
want that head, they want the short, stocky, body built. That's what they want. All right. So, you know, I know you and I, we talk, right? So back in 2023, you had 5 English Bulldogs in the ring most of the time with ABKC only. In 24, you had 5. But it was only 2 new ones. So that means 3 dropped and they acquired 2 more. That was on October 24. In February 25, they went up to 6, but 5 of them were new. In March of 2025, now you saw a huge increase. You went from 5 all the way to 10.
In the ring.
Of 25, you dropped 1, you went to 9. And back in June, you went back to 10. So now you're getting to see more English Bulldogs in the breed. A lot of times, some people say, "No, man, you know, I just want to have a few so I can keep on collecting." No, I want more dogs in the ring with me, so that way I know what I need to do. I know, you know what, I need to improve my dogs on this and on that. A lot of times, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, we all start from there. We go to the fun shows. But a lot of times, you know, the fun show is what people like. They don't go by what the standards are. So I want to keep on preserving the standards of that breed. So I want to keep on competing with other people. And I'm glad I'm able to see more English Bulldogs in the ring than just the ones we bring. We want to see more and more. So as we keep on going to this ABKC show, we start to see more English Bulldogs. And they should be there because they're a part of the ABKC.
Yep. And they're part of the American Bully.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely.
Yeah, exactly. And I get what you're saying. I feel you because I've said it before on here, and I'll probably say it again. Oh well, we went to they had a show here in Arkansas. We brought the only oldie. We're the only one, and people told us, "Oh, make sure you bring a couple dogs. That way you can have comp, and the points can count." I'm like, I don't want to count no points against beating our own dogs. That's crazy. To me, it is. And I know people do it. I'm not telling you what to do. Don't do whatever for me, for my brother, for us. I don't want it like that. You know what I mean? I'll go. We'll still go. Anytime it's Arkansas, we'll be there. You know what I mean? We're going to make our showing. We're going to show up. And, you know, if you come to Arkansas and beat us, I'll buy you dinner. I said it before. But I'm not going to just take a bunch of our own dogs. You know what I mean? Just to, nah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's in boxing, they call it a paper champion. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You know, you have a lot of guys out here, they go up there and, you know, and they go to the fun shows and they race that dog on every category. And guess what? It's only that one dog in that category. And they go up there and tell you, "Hey, I won biggest head, biggest body, biggest this, best color this, best color." I'm like, "God damn, it was only you."
Yeah.
How were you the best? So, you know, I wish some of the shows will hold on to that rib in the first place. Say, "Look, man, the best I can do is give you second place. There's another competition. I can't go up there and give you a first place because there's no competition."
Yeah.
And you know what? That wouldn't even hurt my feelings. because I'm not competing against nobody. So how can I claim in first place? How can I claim that I got the best English Bulldog out there? Well, there's no other English Bulldogs out there, right?
Yeah.
If my kids running around the street and they say, man, you know what, man, I'm the fastest kid on the block. Have you ran?
You're the only kid on the block.
Yeah. Have you raced against a kid in another block? No. Well, how do you know you're the fastest?
Yeah.
Prove it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, we were gracious to the hosts. We took the trophy and all that stuff, and I would never, but we know, you know what I mean. We know how we feel about it, and that's not to say anything other than hope somebody come. You know what I mean? Next time.
Yeah.
So tell us while we're on that, you got a show that you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Bro, talk about it.
Well, as you were mentioning, I was about to get to that. As you were mentioning, let me plug in my phone. All right, hold on. All right, give me 1 sec. That way we don't lose connects. Thank you, Mama. Yeah. So we went to a show down in Corpus Christi. That was the first time that we met the personnel and the owners from the TCBR.
Okay.
I like how the judges present themselves, the feedback that we had acquired from the judges. They had 2 sanction shows at one time and a fun show. We were able to take on show 1. I'm sorry, show 2. We took a reserve investing show. So one of the owners came and approached for TCBR, and they said, "Hey guys, do you mind sending us some more pictures of your English Bulldog?" So yeah, I don't know, no problem. Yeah. And he said, "Do you guys mind that we use your dog to be the face of the English Bulldogs?" I said, "Oh man, that's a compliment. Come on, say less." So they show a lot of integrity with that. Then he just went out there and said, "Hey, we're gonna post it." They were sincere, they were transparent. And every show that we had went with them, right? They're being transparent. Every time that I have talked to them, they're being transparent. So I reached out to them and once it was okay for them to work with us, we want to host this dog show. So, of course. So we went and talked to the different places, some places wanted to grab an arm and a leg. We wanted to get the place. It was going to be the perfect spot. They wanted an arm and a leg. I said, no, we're not going to go. So we went to the Baytown Community Center. Right. They were actually getting ready to host a craft event the next day. So we were talking to this gentleman, and he was like, "Oh, what are you trying to do?" I said, "I'm trying to do a dog show." He said, "Hey, just to give you a heads up, they don't allow no dogs in here. If it's not a service dog, they're not going to allow no dogs in here." I said, "You know what? I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know. But let me do what I need to do." So I talked to the city of Baytown. I told them what was the plans. The plans is to bring people from all the near cities and all the near states. They will bring in some beautiful dogs. Some of the dogs people are not gonna have an opportunity here in the city of Baytown to touch one of those dogs because they're very rare. Some of those dogs, micros, nanos, they're $50,000, $100,000. So man, there's gonna be an opportunity for them to come and check out the dogs. It's gonna be an opportunity for the local businesses to generate a bigger revenue. That's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
So we talked to them. They agree with it. So this is gonna be the first time that the city of Baytown is hosting a dog show.
Woo.
The first time. So we're gonna be doing 2 TCBR sanction shows. We're gonna be doing a fun show. In the fun show, we aiming it more for the novice people, the people that had never been to a dog show. They do not know, how to stack their dogs, how to walk their dogs. So they can go up there, you know what, I want to compete on the biggest head, I want to compete on the color, on whatever the case might be. They can compete on it. They can also see how the professional guys are doing it. So that way they would say, you know what, I want to get into that. No, you know what, that's too much for me. I don't want to get into that. And we also have a lot of respect for this other league that you started. It's called the Stag League. It's by stacking those dogs. But it's not only by stacking those dogs with that league. They also they go based upon the standards and the temperament of those dogs. So basically, we're gonna be having 4 shows in one: 2 sanction shows, a fun show, and the Stag League. That's what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna be giving opportunities to the locals to go up there and see, this is what we want to do. One of the things that I also want to do is I want to do a little apprentice program before the show. People show up with enough time, say, come on, we coach you up. This is what you gotta have. So that way they know, say, you know what, I do want to take that step. I do want to take my dog in front of the judge to see what my dog needs to work in. A lot of times you take those dogs to those dog shows, and they might tell you, man, you got the baddest goddamn Chihuahua out there. Man.
Hey, that's what you need, bro, with your non-dog handling self.
and then you go up there to the ring, and they say, man, that's not a Chihuahua, that's a goddamn possum. So they were lying to you the whole time. And now you go up there, you see somebody having the sanctions at a dog at a sanction show. Now you know what a good quality dog looks like. What are you supposed to be doing? Now you can get some feedback. Hey, what should I be feeding my dog? Because not every dog, not every breed is going to eat the same. For instance, right now, you got those oldies. You might be feeding your oldies a little more linear diet than what I do to my English Bulldogs, because they have different lifestyles. Yeah. You guys got to go up there. You got to show those muscles, the whole 9 yards. I got to show, on my dogs what I got right here, that fat. So, they're all going to be feeding different. They're all going to be utilizing a different diet. And that's a lot of times that's what people do, they don't know, because nobody taught them. Nobody approached them. Yeah. This live, just like you're doing right now, is not for the breeders. It's for the people that do not know what they're doing. So that way, you know what? They hear this message, and now they know that, you know what? They can reach out to you. They can reach out to me. They can reach out to me, and they have questions. Hey, hit us up. Let us know. And then we can go up there and help you out. Yeah. Yeah.
My dogs, I have some dogs that stay outside. Now they have a kennel, indoor, outdoor. I got fans on them, stuff like that. They're not just out there in the heat, you know what I mean? But I do still in the summertime like to keep them a little bit leaner, you know what I mean? Just to make their day easier, you know what I mean? So that's something that I learned.
It's the same thing we do. Same thing we do right now. We'll keep it a little more and more lean diet. Once we start, getting to the cold time of year, then we might increase a little bit of fat. But realistically, right here on this third coast right here, bro, it's hot all the goddamn time. It's hot. Yeah. And it is like human. Like you were telling me the other day when you came to Gallup, so man, it's like when it's hot, and when it's cold, it's freaking cold. Out here, it's 50 degrees, so you gotta be wearing 3-4 layers of clothing, because is that human moisture. Coldness that is.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, California, that's how it is up north, the Bay Area. It's not, the degrees aren't that low. You wouldn't hear 55 and think, oh man, but you get up there and that wind's whipping and the air is thick and cold. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So.
That ain't bad. You just sensitive anyway. My feet get cold.
Like the man said, bro, they're gonna have a tutorial before the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Free game.
I do know what that means.
Yeah.
So
what
you gonna come down to the 30 Bay Buddha Bash?
What day is it? When is it?
March 21st, 2026.
March 21st?
2026.
Well, our show ain't going down there in August. It's March, you got maybe. You know what I mean? Strong maybe.
Hey, I tell you what, if you come down and you bring those beautiful oldies, I'll work something with you.
Say it again?
I said I'll work with something with you because I know some people that got some beautiful oldies out here and they're ready for some competition.
Yeah, House.
What do you think, bro? Yeah?
Yeah, House.
All right. It's in March. We'll have plenty of time to figure it out. Yeah.
Oh, come on now. You know what I mean? Hey, you can't say, man, that's 2 weeks away from now.
Right. It's plenty of time. Yeah.
As I said, man, it's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll be there. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, House, what dog are you gonna show?
I'll take beans.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Winston. Right. You take Bob.
There you go.
I don't have it out in the middle of the ring. Yeah.
For that steak dinner.
March 21st.
March 21st, 2026.
Baytown, Texas.
Baytown, Texas. Right on the outskirts of Houston, Texas. So, you know, Baytown, you know, you go down 40 minutes south and you're going to go to Kima. Beautiful area out there.
To where?
Kima Boardwalk. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Beautiful place out there. They have a lot of, it's right next to the coast as well, a lot of seafood, a lot of walk-in restaurants. They got a little roller coaster out there. They have a lot of activities out there. You go 30 minutes west and you go to H-Town right there, city of Houston. You might go up thinking, well, watch the Astros. I don't know, y'all going to catch the Cowboys. I know y'all Cowboy fans, but you know what? And they ain't going to be
the cheating Astros.
Hey, you know what, bro?
Hey, all I got to say to that is,
ball. You still got to hit the ball, bro. You still got to hit the ball out of the park to win.
Yeah. It'll be a good time.
Oh, yeah. Come on. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. All right, Manny. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you doing this. It's been good talking to you. And we're going to keep in touch. And we're going to be there.
Oh, sure. We appreciate it, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for everything y'all do.
Yeah, everybody is
watching. Have a good one.
Make sure you go to the Dirty Bay.
Dirty Bay
Facebook page, all that. Subscribe to it. I got the banner here with the Bulldog Breeding Chronicles. That's on Spotify. Throw that in them earbuds throughout the day. And then got the dog show. March 21st, Baytown, Texas.
Yes, sir. The Dirty Bay. Come on.
Yeah. Y'all be easy. Have a good night.
All right, y'all too. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Thank y'all.
Have a good one. All righty.